Welcome to Apprentice of Silence. Spirit, for group 1, please. What is the worry? What is the worry? You're wondering if you're really going to win after all the work that you've put in. Spirit, for group 1, what's the worry? What's the worry for group 1? Anything else for group 1? What's the worry? Material abundance. Okay, so what I see here is you're basically worried about that you're not going to be able to manifest the financial wealth that you desire. And somehow you're blaming yourself for it. That's how you explain it to yourself, that you weren't emotionally balanced enough, and so the world wasn't on your side. Like, it didn't play out in your favor. Or this is a belief pattern of worry. You're worried that you aren't balanced enough or healed enough or great enough, so the world won't turn the odds in your favor. So you're doubting your strength or your ability to actually bring about and manifest the financial abundance that you desire out of your life. You're also questioning the religious rules, and more, I heard, not religious but societal. They kind of go hand in hand, because in my opinion religion is used to control a society. But it's specifically, because this isn't for all of you, but religion, isn't for all of you, but somehow the societal structure has affected you, as it does, and you're questioning it. You're holding on so tight to it. It's like, even if you say hate it, you still know it. So it's very concrete and it's easy for you to see it. So it's almost, even if you dislike it, it seems more safe to you, the societal structures that are in place, opposed to, oh hey, you can manifest your desired reality and everything that you want. that is like out there for you. It's uncomfortable and like you're worried about it, that you won't have strength enough. Maybe somehow you have a subconscious belief that fortuna is not on your side. Luck is somehow against you. Let's see what we can do about this. Spirit for group 1. Any advices about this worry? Advice for group 1. I just got told to read all cards in upward. Advice for group 1, please, Spirit. What can you do about this worry? Okay, too many. You can do a lot. Specific advice for group 1, please, Spirit. Okay. You are able to create emotional balance and emotional fulfillment. Bring back the knowledge you've always had as a child. They are asking you to go on this deep spiritual journey where you're actively committed to looking for your own answers. Spirit for group 1, please. We need to clarify this. What do the Queen of Cups and Knight of Cups mean? Any advices for group 1, please? And what to do about this worry? Advices for group 1. I'm not feeling those. It's a clarifier. Make a choice. Let go of the burdens and the illusions. Any advice, please, Spirit? Ignite your passion, follow your dreams. See, they are... Okay, let's just... I'll be the advisor now, okay? Because they have a lot of different stuff to tell you. First of all, it's a personal choice. They are reminding you of your free will and the choice to step out of a painful situation. You can choose to go either way, it says here. It's not one side is more beautiful than the other. It's just two different paintings, but they're both equally beautiful. So you can choose whichever. It's going to serve in your interest, no matter what you choose. Okay, this is what I want to tell you because I have tears in my eyes right now. Having a belief that the world is against you, that it's not going to work out in your favor, is extremely painful. And the only reason that you have this belief is because it has kept you safe. And that is even more painful than the actual belief. The root for why you even have it. It's keeping you safe to believe that somehow the world isn't going to work out in your favor. Somehow all the effort that you put in, it's not going to manifest in something beautiful. I advise you to ask what would be so bad about things working out. I'll tell you from personal experience, it keeps me safe. If the world doesn't work out, I am safe. And the reason I feel that I'm safe is because I've been punished or threatened with punishment. It has been put enough pressure on me to make me choose to not do what I want to do, to make me choose to stop wanting or dissociate from the want, from that feeling of I want to invest in life, to push back, to draw back my energy from that innate movement of desire. There has been enough pressure put in me where I like a snail that retracts back into its shell, like I go, you know, and for that reason, I would pick up any belief that would serve my idea that this is somehow benefiting me, because it's impossible to keep a life going if you're not fueling your beliefs with proof of why it's beneficial to you. Like, that's what the ego has to do in order to survive, in order to be able to build a life and move forward. It has to explain to itself, why is this good to me? And you'll literally believe anything. You'll look for the craziest explanation to why not following your desire is good for you, why it's keeping you safe, why the world is against you, why you're going to get hurt. Is it true? No. But let's say like this. It's possibly not true. Now you're open enough to question it. You already have the belief that the world is against you. But what about it's possibly not true? What about we're not going to go into this beating yourself up about the belief that you've created? Doesn't serve us currently. But what if it's potentially, perhaps, possibly? What if it's possibly not true? What if you could create the life you want? Not like you should create the life you want, but what if it's a possibility? What if it's a possibility that nothing is in the way, instead of there is absolutely nothing in the way and you should have done this already? What if we take a little bit different approach? Maybe there is nothing against you. If we choose to stick around with that thought for a moment because it feels good, and I can feel it on the left side, through the heart space and down, upper ribs, or middle ribs, I should say. It's something like curiosity. It's almost as a child that's planting a seed in the garden and it can't really conceptualize on how this works. But the curiosity is like, well, what if it does? You know, like, what is this? Wait, maybe this can grow. Weird. But what if it does? Let's maybe potentially try it. So I feel that the biggest advice for you right now is looking for that energy and bringing that energy into your life more. And it's almost like allowing that energy to dilute the worry that you have in the background. Not fight it, not take it away. It's more bring in some more energy to help dilute it, to make it less stingy, less reactive. And from that more calm point, you can be like, okay, now when I'm not as threatened because it doesn't feel like a threat to me anymore, maybe then I can actually start looking at it. But for now, I don't think we even should go into more, how, what, and why stuff. More like, maybe it's potentially possible that nothing is against me. What would that feel like? Okay. Thank you, Group 1. I love you. Take care. Group 2. Welcome to Apprentice of Silence. Spirit for Group 2, please. What's the worry? What is the worry? For Group 2, please. What is the worry? Something didn't work out the way you thought it would. Somehow connection was lost. Wine grapes. Grape wines. I mean. It kind of all turned upside down. What's the worry, please, Spirit, for Group 2? Emotional distress. So you lost hope. Or the will to drive forward. What's the word for Group 2, please, Spirit? Okay, come on. You feel incapacitated towards making a move. It's like you feel stuck, but not stuck, it's more imprisoned feeling. One more card, please. Spirit, what's the worry about Group 2? What's the worry? One card, please. This scenario brings you back to when you had to offer yourself up for your mother figure. This is what I'm seeing in this card. I'm seeing like this, what's it called? Pagan? A beauty pageant. Oh my god. The show on TV where these mothers put pretty dresses on their little daughters and make them model. Um, Imagine that child had awareness of what was going on, but then like still had to do it, because what is the child gonna do? Say no? The parent has already made up their mind. That's what's going to happen. So, and if they create a fuss about it, they're going to look like a spoiled brat, and that will have consequences. Or still, it won't bring about the desired reality for the child. So, some kind of the same scenario has occurred in your childhood, of where you are forced into compliance. Here I'm seeing the mother parent figure, but take it as it resonates. I feel that it was this greed and this fear of this energy that sadly made it so whatever it was that you had planned didn't pan out. It was kind of the reason. It became so painful because now you have the opportunity to go back and look at the root problem. I'm not gonna say problem, I'm sorry. The root cause of the root, patterns that have created. It's like you don't give to the world. It's like you're draining, and you're not giving. This funnel that one uses for pouring from a big bottle into a smaller one? It's like you're that, but it just keeps flowing through you, and it doesn't really water anyone else. So there is no output. You're only taking. And that disbalance is essentially just a cause and effect for why the scenario in your life happened the way it happened, where connection was lost. It was lost because you're currently working simply as a funnel, and you're just taking for yourself, and you're not even consciously recognizing that you are taking, but the whole energy within connection, specifically this connection that didn't work out, that was lost to you, it was like you were just digging your nails in, and it was just a block. It was just take. And the other person didn't feel reciprocated, but not even on a conscious level. It was more like they couldn't breathe, and they couldn't explain it, so they just had to distance themselves. And for some of you, it was I want to say a violent distancing. So it was kind of abrupt and dramatic, and they perhaps couldn't explain it, and that's why they almost had to make their exit even more dramatic. I needed to take a drink. Hold on. It's almost like they made the scenario so bad just so they could play the bad guy, because they couldn't explain it and they saw no other way out of your grip if they didn't become this major bad one person, so they could be like, okay, just please just blame me and I'll just leave. I need to breathe. I can't. I'm really hoping that you're feeling that I'm saying this with utmost love. I'm interested in understanding. There is no judgment here. I really hope you can feel it. If you can't and if you're offended, I'm so sorry. Then this video isn't for you. And I'm probably not your reader. But I mean this with the highest positive intention. I'm really interested in what can be done about this, how to bring awareness to this, why this is blocking from your best, most beautiful life. I'm not trying to shame or guilt trip or, just clarifying that. I really hope you feel that. But yes, that is the reason for why the connection didn't work out. We do have 3 cards of advice here, and I saw the Ace of Swords. And as I saw the Ace of Swords, this was about like outcome and advice. Clean slate. Start a clean slate. So advice for you, group 2. Oh, this is, have a faith in it. Have a faith that it will work out once you start to give too and balance it out. And love will be the highest currency in your life. What they mean is you will be abundant in love. You will be cocooned in love. This act of balancing out energy will create like this. It's so hard to explain, but it's like this massive outburst of explosion of white light I'm seeing. It's like it shifts your whole being into a state of like, oh my god, this is love. Because it's flowing again. You're not giving anything up. And that realization is just going to make you have like open your arms and breathing so much. Like it's, and there will be no harsh feelings towards you from this connection that you lost, because that person was a match to you so that they could play out their, I'm going to adapt this role of a bad guy because it serves me somehow. So don't worry about the pain you caused to the other person. I don't think they are going to be receptive to accept an apology from you, because it serves them to be the bad one. So therefore, if you write I'm sorry to them or say something, they won't even be able to receive it right now. Of course, maybe not for all of you. Yeah. Maybe some will. Okay. Spirit for group 2. Any more advices? Group 2. Or any additional messages? Group 2. There is an entity that would like your presence. No. There is an entity that would like your awareness of its presence. Life is beautiful, I heard, and you will be reminded of it. I don't even see that you're going to struggle with balancing this out, It's not even going to come as such an effort, or like this will happen so naturally. I'm so happy for you. What entity, please, Spirit? Group 2. This is almost like your spirit guide, something you can turn to make this shift even easier. Bina, left eye, knowledge. The third emanation, a flow of light that pours into the world, a candle whose flame may light another without diminishing its own. Bina seeks not only creation, but purpose. She is a flare of pure intent that blossoms from the heart of existence and out into the world. Her energy brings with it a desire for knowledge. She is the force that churns all the potential from higher emanations into a form that can be received by our consciousness. The white orb illuminates the way forward. Bina sits atop the pillar of severity, hitting the feminine aspect of the diagram, creating a perfect balance with Shokma at her side. Together they represent a continuum of psychic understanding. While Bina represents the power of knowing, Shokma reveals the power of not knowing. One acts as a vessel as the other fills that vessel, giving it purpose. Found in learning, shared experience, creation. I feel Bina talks to you specifically about what I was saying before. This, it will come so easy to you, this balance, because this is innate to you. It's already within you. But look at that past childhood trauma, and once you get more knowledge about it and you dig a little bit deeper, this will come so beautifully, naturally to you. But do some more research on Bina and see what you can connect with. See if you can access this energy. Okay, I love you, group 2. Take care.